Hey everybody, welcome back to Comic Crow, and let's talk about this news. The Flash star Ezra Miller dodges jail time, accepts plea deal in Vermont burglary case. So this is not related to the other claims against him. This is just Ezra Miller's unhinged criminal behavior. In the latest example of the Flash star managing to dodge consequences for their actions, Ezra Miller has accepted a plea deal that will allow the actor to avoid jail time in the case of his burglary of a home in Vermont. As per an official press release from Vermont State Police, Miller was arrested on May 1st, 2022 at approximately 5:55 p.m. after the Vermont State Police was notified of a burglary complaint at a residence belonging to victim Isaac B. Winokur on County Road in the town of Stamford, Vermont. The initial findings indicate that several bottles of alcohol were taken from within the residence while the homeowners were not present, the VSP explained. As a result of an investigation that includes surveillance videos and statements, probable cause was found to charge Ezra Miller with the offense of felony burglary into an unoccupied dwelling. So, please zoom up. I have no clue why there we go. All right, there we are. So let's just be very clear. He's an alcoholic. He broke into somebody's house so he could steal alcohol. All right. I don't care that he avoided jail time for this because I think he's done far more serious things that he should be in prison for. But at the same exact time, why is this man the only one that Warner Bros. Will not drop? Why is this man the person who beats women in public on camera, the guy who broke into somebody's house to steal their alcohol? Why is he the one that you think is going to be this perfect face for your fucking superhero group? Like, and I'm not even, he is the face for the DCEU right now because they fired everybody else. And this is the one guy that they want to keep. Birds of a feather stick together, I guess. Subsequently, Miller appeared before Vermont State Superior Court Judge Carrie Ann McDonald Caddy on October 7, 2022 and pled not guilty to one count of burglary into an occupied dwelling and one count of petite larceny, $900 or less, two charges which carried a combined maximum penalty of 26 years behind bars and over $2,000 in fines. However, it seems Miller has managed to avoid a trip to Task Force X. As per deadline, the actor's legal team was able to reach a plea deal with the state's prosecutors, which doesn't really shock me. Let's just be very clear. Even though he's caught doing it, even though they've arrested him for doing it, the fact of the matter is, it's not something that they were likely to send him to prison for a long time in the first place. And at the end of the day, if you accept a plea deal, then the prosecution can declare victory, and they don't have to waste a fuck ton of money and get a bunch of bad press from the weirdo Ezra Miller pedo fans. So I guess in their heads that's better to do. Again, I don't think that this is a serious it's not a serious crime that I want to see him locked in prison forever for. I think assaulting women in public, right? Breaking into someone's hotel room so you can continue to threaten them after you've assaulted them. I think those things are substantially worse. And I also think Miller will never face any consequences for any of it. But at the very least, he should not still be getting prime movie fucking deals. He should not be the face of your fucking superhero group. That is brain damaged levels of incompetency. Presented to and accepted by Judge McDonald on January 13, 2023, the deal offered by Vermont State Attorney Office allowed for Miller to plead guilty to the lesser charge of trespassing in exchange for a reduced sentence and just $500 in fines and 1 year of administrative probation, which is nothing. As part of the plea agreement here, the state will dismiss without prejudice counts 1 and 2 of the burglary and petite larceny, Judge McDonald explained to Miller, who she addressed as, this is the other thing. It's in Vermont, and that's where your alphabet status is like premium. You'll be on administrative probation for 1 year for the unlawful trespass that you'll be pleading guilty to, she added. If you complete that probation successfully and the probation is closed and discharge, count 1 will remain dismissed. However, if there's a violation of probation that was filed that a court found probable cause for, the state could refile the count 1 burglary, the judge concluded. The conditions are about mental health, substance-free living, and no contact with Mr. Winokur. So I mean, look, I'm glad that they made it a stipulation. Hey, you need to be off of substance abuse and you need to be off of alcohol and you need to actually get some help with your mental health. But I also think that the court will in no way enforce it, that the law will in no way enforce it. I'm pretty sure we'll wait 6 months after the Flash film drops, and Ezra Miller is gonna get fucking wasted and go on another bender. In addition to such standard requirements as regularly informing a probation officer of their current address and alerting the probation agency of any possible probable causes for new criminal charges, Miller's probation will also require the actor to abstain from alcohol to the extent that it interferes with their employment, the welfare of the actor's family, or their self or any other person. Following Miller's sentencing, the actor's attorney, Lisa B. Shelkraut, told the magazine Ezra Miller pled guilty this morning to a misdemeanor unlawful trespass in Vermont Superior Court and accepted the conditions imposed by the court. Ezra would like to thank the court and the community for their... Yeah, fuck off. I mean, look, I don't care about the statements from the attorneys. I really don't. Again, the burglary case, I don't even think is the worst thing or even close to the worst thing that Ezra Miller has done. I'm surprised that he even got charged, but I would assume that's mostly because the individual that house he broke into was probably the one that pushed for it, if we're being completely honest. But at the same time, I don't think it really matters. If you don't want this guy to have any success, when the Flash film drops, do not watch it. Don't hate watch it. Don't do any of that stuff. You want to go sail the seas because you have morbid curiosity? Go for it. But do not do anything that rewards HBO and Warner Bros. For deciding that this is the guy that they want to keep around.